Hey folks, it's Lindsey Hustle, SPS, back in the building over at O Arena at Oakland University, on the campus of Oakland University for BCAM, Basketball Coach Association of Michigan. And it wouldn't be right if I didn't get a veteran coach out here, and also my guy, Coach Kevin Marshall, Sr., representing from the Bridgeport all the way down. Good to see you, man.
You too, my brother.
I saw you over there. You were so intent, locked in on the presentation. I said, man, can I get you for a second? You said, yeah, but you got to holler at my agent first. And I was just joking.
Nah, I'm good, man.
We're going to talk about all the great things you got coming up this season at Bridgeport, but I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about all the great growth you've had with your More Than a Coach podcast.
Yes, sir.
The platform. You've been
Yes,
hustling hard out here.
Man, I'm enjoying it. Like,
You enjoying it?
I'm enjoying it, having the time to talk to people.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's called More Than a Coach because it's more than coaching.
That's right. That's right.
And even as a basketball coach and a former football coach, I talk to kids and talk to parents, and it's kind of what Izzo just talked about, the time. And spending time with people outside the coaching realm is beautiful.
Weren't we blessed for the last hour and some
Man,
15
it was
minutes for
powerful.
Coach Tom Izzo talking?
Oh, I got up at 7 o'clock to be here on time.
Yeah, anybody who experienced that, he had decided not to do the on-court presentation, and he apologized to the guys, but I think even one of the coaches from Macomb said he agreed that this was more valuable, and I think people need to hear that, and actually kind of makes a way for me when I present this afternoon, because a lot of things he's saying, he's kind of like being a lead blocker. So staying with More Than a Coach podcast for a second before we talk about what's happening at Bridgeport, talk about the process of going from having a vision, being in a small-knit community that sometimes when you try to put something out there, people respond a certain way. I saw the head go up already. Because I think that's a universal experience. So talk about from having a vision, putting your work in to get something going, and being at the point where you're kind of up and rolling it, and then it's looking real good.
To start, to be honest, it's like we talked off there a few times. My mentor, when I lost my father, I was looking for something to do. Coaching wasn't in it. I wasn't feeling nothing. I just wanted to do something different. And one day I was sitting in the basement and picked up that cell phone, hit record button, and started talking. And I started talking about dealing with death, how I'm going through a struggle. And I knew it was other people that was doing that. So that branched off this podcast thing. Like, you know what, if I can go down there and do this to myself every other day and talk, let me go and start doing it. So I started researching, watching, always watch your Monday morning motivations.
I appreciate you being on there.
Which birthed the Friday morning motivation.
There we go.
Giving something,
there we go.
back to people. And I took off with it and ran with it.
I just think it's important to point that out because it's such a universal experience when you had an idea. And probably the hardest part when you're still trying to put it together and it's just kind of growing. But I've seen such growth in what you're doing to where I look up every time and say, man, he got him coming on, he got her coming on. And I'm sure that people who may have been quiet in your community are now speaking and acknowledging that. What's that experience been like for you? Am I right in what I'm saying?
No, you telling the truth, because it was like seeing 1-2 viewers to now I'm getting comments, emails. Like I got a big one coming up next month with Des Ferguson.
Yes, sir. Mr. Moneyball himself.
I just had a big one on Thursday night with Andreas Parsley. He's a live wave app technical guy.
Oh, wow.
From Saginaw, but doing this out of North Carolina.
Oh, wow.
And, and so now I'm going to be a prime ambassador of his app. And they're going to be broadcasting and, featuring my podcast on there. So,
see, let me just interrupt. What people don't get, man, whether it's fear, whether it's a concern, once you get through that, man, it's just so powerful how things open up. Yeah, and then you got to learn how to be cool to people that wasn't really talking right the first time.
That's right. I still want to acknowledge everybody, still can be one of the most non-like person, but, I'm not doing it for them.
Well, but you know what, though? I think if that does exist for those who don't like, that's a small percentage, but human nature, it just seems like it's so much more than what it is.
Exactly.
So we can get 10 attaboys and that one person say something crazy, we'd be caught up on that. So enough of that. Congratulations. I want to give you your flowers on that, man, everything that's happening. Talk about what BCAM means to you, because you up here, you made it a family affair, you brought your lovely wife down just to kind of enjoy the weekend. Why is it so important for you to come down to a BCAM event?
Always, like I tell my kids, even as a coach, I'm not too big to go and learn. And just like this morning, learning from Coach Izzo, now this coach out here from Youngstown talking. it's just learning different things to add to my pot of gumbo.
Yeah, love some gumbo too. They talk about, man, a lot of times it's quote unquote showing up, and literally all you had to do is just come here, sit down, and Coach Izzo was going to rock for an hour and give all these drills and be available. So literally just showing up. Why do you think a lot of coaches, young, old, whatever it may be, don't take advantage of a resource like BCAM and what they provide?
Probably some of them don't know, and the ones that don't know, you got to get out and communicate with others so you can find out. That's how I found out.
Okay.
And this is my 3rd year coming.
Okay.
And I know it's been going on longer, but I didn't know.
Yeah.
And then I found out through a coach out of Flint. He told me about it.
How did he bring it to you? What did he say?
Hey, do you ever go to this coaching clinic? It's called the BCAM. I'm like, man, what's up? And it was after me and his game. And we just beat him, and he told me about it. He's like, you should go, network, go in and learn new people, meet new people. And I've been doing it ever since.
That's great. That's great. So with the time we had, talk about what the Bridgeport Bobcats, you Bobcats, right?
Bearcats.
Let me get it right. We'll fix that. It's the Bearcats, baby. Ain't nobody. I don't know what side of town that is.
Yeah, that's Grand Blanc.
That's Grand Blanc. We ain't even gonna go there. What you gonna be looking like?
We're gonna be young. I lost some players this year through the transfer thing, which that happens. So it's a rebuilding year, but I don't believe in rebuild. I believe replace and let's go.
Yeah.
I always had the Izzo approach. You and I know I'm a Michigan guy.
I know you are.
When it comes to basketball, I'm an Izzo guy.
I appreciate you allowing our friendship to develop despite me being all in on Michigan State with everything. You like, look, Lynn, these my people. Well, you good. I'm going to rock with you.
Well, Magic Johnson, my favorite player.
Oh, wow. Okay.
His jersey hanging up in my podcast.
Oh, wow. Okay. There we go.
I got ties to that. But, it's just we're going to go out here and we're going to work,
Let me ask you this, because I've always enjoyed coming there, and I'll definitely be back up this season.
Yes,
and matter of fact, I want to probably talk to you more about a Coaches for Cancer opportunity that may go on when we promote that. There's always so much love in your beautiful gymnasium. Let's talk about that one. The cleaner, I lay on the floor in your gym, dude.
Not right now, I wouldn't.
Okay, well, once you get the season started, I know you have it going on. But talk about what it means to be able to have that community support, and then also having them being understanding when you got, a new crop coming through. I think a lot of coaches go through the challenge of having these expectations that the community has, but the product is just not necessarily right there.
Well, I'm going to be a part of that this year. People got to learn, be patient with us. We're going to take our losses early. Well, by March, we're going to be ready to go. I just still live by that no matter what.
Yeah. Was it a year or 2 years ago you was on that bus coming down to the Brazil?
It was, what was it, 2? Well, we didn't go to Bridge. They sent us to Grand Rapids. So I felt we got robbed in that Final Four. But we had to go to Grand Rapids and play in the Van Andel, and that hurt. I ain't going to lie to you. Me and my kids, we talked about that, my coaches. We felt a certain way because we worked hard to get there. But we got shipped to Grand Rapids, so we didn't even feel the same.
Well, the greatest thing about that is that, Coach, you get to come back another day.
That's right. We're going to keep fighting to get there.
Hey, I love it. Anybody want to give any shout-outs before we let you get out of here?
First off, my family, my wife, Joya, my kids, and my Bearcat country. Yeah. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you, brother.
Let me tell you something, man. SPS has been a great experience. I've been meeting a lot of people, but to say the friendship that we have, I feel like we've been friends before SPS.
Man, for real. It's like I knew you for a long time.
Yeah.
I'll be away December 9th for Moneyball.
That's right. We'll be in the building. Madeline will be with me. We'll be in the building. Are you facing off against Saginaw?
No, we got Lance and Everett. So we get that rival back. They came to us a couple years ago.
Okay, Trey. He coming for you, Trey.
I seen this message too on Facebook.
Oh, what Trey said?
Somebody said something about it. Y'all went with the Bearcats, and he said they want all the smoke. But we gonna bring that fire.
Trey's my guy. Hey, Trey, let's see what it is. Hey, let's see who I'm gonna be sitting with after that game between Trey and Coach Kevin. Marshall Senior, my guy.
Brother,
appreciate you, man.
Yes,
number love. Here to support you. Looking forward to getting to see you in your local in the East Lansing area, and then we're gonna come up that way too.
Okay, and I'll be in the breakout session too.
All right, cool. Yes, my man. Go ahead. Number 5. Don't start none in the breakout session. I got all my people up in there. With that being said, Lindsey House with SPS, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
Peace.